Ko te aroha no he wai e pupu ake ana e aua e ma puna mai ana I roto I te whatu manawa ko tōna matapuna e honu aina I a karere anō ko tōna matapuna e honu aina I a karere anō e tai timu, e tai pari, e tai ope, e tai roa, e tai nui, e tai nui, e tai nui. Kei aku kakataraha e a te manu ka are aku a ka pohia a ka manu ko orihi te pō. Kei aku kakataraha e a te manu ka are aku a ka pohia aku manu ko orihi te pō. Ka mihi a A kiri mahira ki te reo mā koha koha I ere nuku, I ere rangi E huinga, e hihiri nei a mahara Koa mate amoa aku tua ki tanga I tori ronga atu ka tutahanga nei I te korenga o taku Māoritanga aue kare te aroha I au ki aku manu taewa e oho ngā Māori e kakapa no te manawa ko te rapa noi a koe Whiriko ana te hainui o parareka He huira pāna ngā rau o mahara Tiriwana te hononga tangata Kwa moke moke aroto Kare te aroha I au ki aku manu taewa He oho ngā Māori he kakapa no te manawa ko te rapa noi a koe Kei aku ka tarahai a te manu ka rea aku a ka pohi aku manu korihi te pō ka mihi a. Ka ore te aroha e pakikini nei taku tinana e pō ka moea he ao ka tirohia kei heara koe au e te aroha he ka iki no ne aho te mama e roa e hai nei taku tinana haere rā te ao murangi I runga I te ao roa kei te kimi noa kei te hotu te manaua mohara koe he atu nei taku kuru tō ngā rere wae taku ate taku pikiko tuku hei konei rā e kui a haere atu rā waiho ko te aroha I a haue waiho ko te aroha I a haue Matariki e ara Te matahi o te tau E kohi ngā whetu I te humao Rangi nui E pihata tamai hana Whakatata I te rangi E tohu ana o te Taiohi Māori Ko tupu anuku, ko tupu arangi, ko waiti waita Wai puna rangi, ururangi Ko tupu anuku, ko tupu arangi, ko waiti waita Wai puna rangi, ururangi E pohutu kawa Ko hiwa I te rangi Matariki e ara Matariki matariki e ara e te matahi o te tau, te koinga whetū i te umao. Rangi nui, e pihata tamai hana, whakatata i te rangi, e tohu ana o te Taiohi Māori e. Ko tupu anuku, ko tupu arangi, ko waiti wai tā. Wai puna rangi, ururangi e. Ko tupu anuku, ko tupu arangi, ko waiti wai tā. Wai puna rangi, ururangi e. E pohutu kawa e, ko hiwa i te rangi e, matariki e ara e. Matariki, matariki e ara e. Karanga, 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 karangara. Karanga te aroa e, e ngā iwi o te motu e. Haere mai rā, haere mai rā, haere mai rā, e aku mahi e. Tuku ara ngā kupenga, kia haere ana i waho e. Toi amai, kumea mai, a taua mahi he. Ka hure au, ka titiro, ka hure au. Ka wakarongo, ka hure au, ka tahuri ki te awhi mai. E aku aha, e aku mahi, a oku tīpuna e. He haka tēnā, he poe tēnā, te mahi a ringa ringa e. Te iki taku mere i taku taiaha, te mana taku ihi e. Upuritia. Takahia, takahia, ka wakarongo ai ngā iwi. Toi amai, kumea mai, a taua mahi e. Ka hure au, ka titiro, ka hure au. Ka wakarongo, ka hure au. Ka tahuri ki te awhi mai. E aku aha, e aku mahi, a oku tīpuna e. He haka tēnā, he poe tēnā, te mahi a ringa ringa e. Te iki taku mere i taku taiaha, te mana taku ihi e. Upu Upuritsa. Takahia, takahia. Ka wakarongo ai ngā iwi. Toi amai, kume amai. A taua mahi Upuritsa. O te tokorimata, te tokorimata. O te tokorimata, o tau posi e. O te tokorimata. Ora ka kira kira I raki tā miro I te takapau Ara nui ha te iwi e Ko te tokorimata tā o te rika O tā hupotiki e Actually we're gonna bump that up Ko te tokorimata tā o te rika O tā hupotiki e A ko te rua iki hiki e kukuru nei Au Au e ha Hui rapa hora nui hui rapa Ko kai tua huriri Ke maha nui Ko ira ke huki te horo maka Ko kure ki te raki Ko te tokorima Tata o te rika O tā upotiki e E awi a E awi a E awi a ha ha Kai na muana te wa Kia tika ki te kai kai Aue maha Te manawa I te manauhia E te we Murine Mariki ana ka roe mata Ho auraki Rere atsu ki ka Tai amaha nui Te rakapa ki haroa E te kahu E araki ka whenua tarahawa Ahua te kere kere Anna ko te wehe, anna ko te wehe Anna ko te wehe, anna ko te wehe Anna ko te wehe O te tokorima tata o te rika O tā hupotiki e O te tokorima tata o te rika O tā hupotiki e Ara ka kira kira I raki tā miro I te takapau Ara nui ha te iwi e Hei, hei, hei au e hei Karangara Karanga te aroa E ngā iwi o te motu e Haere mai rā, haere mai rā, haere mai rā I aku ahi e Tēnei matau Nā go up E tū nei, ki te wakanga hawi te ope nei e, te iwi aue aue puriti ara, tō mana Māori e, hei tō moha I roto tēnei wā. Aha ko anga matua kua riro nei, ko te mana me te wehi ki a mau e, nō reira. E wama, e wahine pai e kore ati nei au e, hine mā. Tuku, tuku, tuku a, o taha e rua, no reira ki a mahu e. Whiti te marama I te pō, ti aho iho mai koe. Hei karu mo te mata o te pō, hei karu mo te mata o te pō. He ngā iwi e, aku mihi e, ki a ora koutou katoa. Apa nui e, hiki tiara, whitiki whakatikara. Ui a mai koe a whakahua ti ake, ko wai te whare nei e. Ko wai te teko kei runga, ko pai ke a ko pai ke, no te ao pauri, ngā puhi nui tonu e. Re ngā wairua, re ngā wairua, tēnā whakarongo mai. Papa ki tū ana, ngā tai o te tokerau. Hako ue one rā, ko ue one rā, e tangata rangatira e. No te haupauri, ngā puhi nui tonu e. Ko tiro Māori e, taku ripene pai. O ngā kawe hoki tokarua ne pai. Ko te whare huia e tōku rangatira e. Ko rongo mai wahine o ruku taurua e. E noho ngā wai hono te iwi o wai kato, he uri toka nohi ki te au ahuru ngā tai huru ki kara te ngā kau. Au e hei au e, au e hei au e, a mi te aroha ha ha, toro mai o ringa te aroha tau au e hikitia. Au e hapa inga au e hei au e, au e hei arati hei Māori ora hi. Utia te rito o te harakeke, keia te koma koe ko ki mai ki ahau. mea nui o tēnei ao. Maku e kia tū kia koe he tangata, he tangata. Ki mai, ki au. E aha te mea nui o tēnei ao. Maku e ki hatu ki a koe. He tangata, he tangata. He aha te mea nui, te mea nui o tēnei ao. Maku e ki atu kia koe he tangata. E tangata. E ngā iwi kia tapatahi kia katahira. Tātou, tātou e tūtira mai ngā iwi. Tātou, tātou e tūtira mai ngā iwi. Tātou, tātou e kia ora. Pai a te maramatanga. Me te aroha, he ngā iwi kia tapatahi, kia katahira. Tātou, tātou e tūtira mai ngā iwi. Tātou, tātou e tūtira mai ngā iwi. Tātou, tātou e whai a te maramatanga. Me te aroha, he ngā iwi kia tapatahi, kia kotahira. Tātou, tātou e tātou, tātou pūriti aki a maua I au wehi. Kia ora whānei. Been told you. Hei ora whanau. Yeah, thank you for having me. I didn't introduce myself at the start. Kia ora, ko Tomori te Aotakunga, Heuri tōku taha Māori no ngā puhi, Ngāti Mania Poto, Ngāti Rau, ka me Waikato anō hoki. Ngāri whana mai au ki te taitonga. I hari au ki te kura tuarua o Kingi. And I was sitting where you guys were back in 2020 when I received a Mana Pounamu Tuakana Award. So, yeah, ka rawe tō mahi. So, yeah, thank you guys for having me. It's been a great audience. Enjoy the rest of your day. Kia ora.
Kia ora, kia ora. A Māori ora e te whare. Ki mihi a mai rā te Māori tau, te Māori ora te hoho Māori, tēnei rā mātou whakairo hia ka ura. Te mana, te tapu, te whakapapa, whetsi whanō tū mai rā te Māori, haumi e, hui e. Kia ora, kia ora. Kia ora, my name's Sean Tahoe. I'm the Deputy Executive Director, Tertiary and Partnership, and I'm here to introduce our panel. But before I introduce our panel, I'd like to go through some health and safety. So in case of an emergency, we'd like you all to exit via this exit and the exit down the far end and meet in the car park just below here. Ka wai. Our whare paku are through that back door and to the right. And if you have any other questions, we have staff floating around that can assist you. Kia ora, kia ora. Kia ora, tama, wiri. Oh, Bruiser, kia ora. Ka pai. So on that note, it's a good turnout this afternoon. E mihi ana kia koutou katoa. Nā reira, e tuku ana te kakau ki a koe, Janine Kapa. Kia ora.
Tēnā koe, Sean. Kei te tuake hau ki te mihi ki a koutou, kua tai mai nei I tēnei wā, I raro I te kaupapa whakahirihira mō tātou katoa ara, ko te mana Pounamu 2025. Yeah! E karo raka tirama tēnā koutou. I want to just, I have the privilege of being the daughter of Alva Kapa, who was part of the inception of mana Pounamu some decades ago, here we are a quarter of a century later, of chairing this prestigious panel. We have a range of wonderful rakatira, if you like, or whānauka, on our panel, and we'll just take up 10-15 minutes of your time, but just to really have a bit of a stroll down memory lane, and then after we ask a few pātai and have a bit of a kata, I'm sure, we're going to cut the cake for mana Pounamu. Yes, there's more cake. And then we're going to close up and head back over the road for our afternoon ceremony. So, yeah, tēnā koutou, a tēnā tātou. E karo raka tirama, tēnā koutou. Thank you for joining us on the panel today to celebrate, a quarter of a decade. No, not a quarter of a decade. I wasn't good at maths, obviously. A quarter of a century of Mana Pounamu Young Achievers Awards. Tau ke. E te whānau, today we have the great pleasure of having some absolute rock stars join us to share a little bit about their journey and their relationship with Mana Pounamu. We have Simon Khan here. We have Ella, and we have Tomuri, who you've been listening to for the last half an hour, and he's a late addition to our panel because Matiria needed to dash off, but it's wonderful he can join us because, as he mentioned, he too is a past recipient. So, we're going to share the mic around, and I'm going to sit down actually, and the first part I want to ask of you, Ella, is what does Mana Pounamu mean to you?
Oh no, yeah, good. Kia ora koutou, koe tuku koe, here tēnei no Otago. I received mana Pounamu when I was at Queen's. I did the junior and the senior one actually. And mana Pounamu to me is just a celebration of being Māori and achieving things in Te Ao Māori and outside of Te Ao Māori, but in ways that are very special to us. So in school I kind of lived and breathed kapaka and Te Ao Māori and all that sort of stuff, but sometimes it didn't feel like it went unnoticed, but it wasn't celebrated in the same way other things were. So mana Pounamu to me is just recognising the mahi we all put in our everyday stuff and how we carry that outside of school. And we continue to carry that as we go through university or mahi and everything like that. So yeah, kia ora.
Kia ora, Ella. Tomuri. Kia koe hoke, as a recipient, what does mana Pounamu, what has it meant for you?
It's meant a massive change and opportunity for me. As I was finishing up in high school, one of the things that I got through, right as I was finishing up, was the Mana Pounamu Tuakana Award, which I was quite surprised by. And then through that as well, I got a scholarship to Otago whakaihuaka, to the University of Otago. And so for me, Mana Pounamu is recognising the mana of rangatahi Māori, of tauira Māori, and helping to accelerate them into courses and into areas that may not have been a possibility beforehand. So it's just like acknowledging the mahi that tauira do during school, and then saying, actually, we can help you. On your way to whatever path you want to go. So that's what mana pounamu is to me.
Kia ora, thank you. If you could hand the mic over to Simon. Simon is not the recipient of mana pounamu. We're like 6 days apart, so he was born way before mana pounamu was conceived, and I can be cheeky because he's my cousin. So I'm asking Simon this pātai from quite a different angle, but via your connection with Mum, with your auntie, my mum, Alva Kapa, as whanauka, and as a parent of a recipient, kahu kān, what has it meant for you and your whānau, mana pounamu?
Yeah, kia ora, Kaz. I was going to tell a story back when I was a young kid, but I won't tell you that. We didn't have mana pounamu back then, and identifying as Māori back at high schools back then, I mean, a lot of us from my generation wasn't really celebrated, or wasn't celebrated, and wasn't really visible. So for me, mana pounamu, coming to mana pounamu for the last 25 years, from its inception, and watching all you rakatahi celebrating it together and supporting each other is so uplifting. And I was just talking to Pip earlier on around that vision that Alva and others had to whakamana the rakatahi, or for you to whakamana each other, essentially, as a community is so powerful now. And it's just so amazing to see. And for my boy Kahu, he's in his 3rd year at Fine Arts this year. I think I used to teach there as well, and seeing students who have been recipients of the mana pounamu may not have always had a really strong connection to whakapapa, or just starting on that journey. And often I've seen those recipients exploring their whakapapa more through their studies when they go through into the tertiary studies as well. With that sort of I suppose it's like a commitment, or you've had that assistance from this opportunity, and treating that as a real amazing opportunity.
Kia ora, Simon, absolutely. Ella, because you're right next door to Simon, as a recipient, would you like to share with us your journey since receiving or winning the Mana Pounamu Award and finishing school? What have you been up to?
So after I finished school, I went into Otago University and I did a Bachelor of Arts, and my major was Māori Studies and my minor was History. I always kind of had an interest for whakapapa Māori history. Growing up where I did, surrounded by whānau, I always had such an interest in the deeper meaning of everything and how we came to be and how we connected, sort of thing. And so I finished my degree last year, and this year I'm on a gap year, and I aim to take my master's next year, continue my studies, and I've kind of broadened my horizons a little bit, and I've got quite an interest in Indigenous rights and politics, sort of thing. So taking my Māori and history studies as a foundation and kind of enhancing that to be a little bit different. I've loved my degree at Otago University. It's really fun. You learn a lot and you meet lots of new people, and it's just such a crucial time to be growing in a space that is so accommodating as Otago University, having tūka mātauraka, all the staff there that are there to help you. It was really great, and I'm really happy with the journey I've taken. Yeah, kia ora.
Kārawe, can't wait till the next iteration of it too, Ella. Tōmuri, how about you? What have you been up to since winning Mana Pounamu, moving on out into the great big wide world? Well, we know some of it, but
quite similar to Ella. I finished up at King's and then started at the university. Initially, I was studying archaeology, and then after a couple of years, I switched to Māori studies and ethnomusicology, specialising in taonga pūoro and kapahaka. And it was kind of through that I found, my reo Māori may not be as strong as I like it to be, but my reo pūoro, that I can speak all day. I'm still finishing that up, and then I'm going to be looking into doing masters in a couple of years. Probably, yeah. But yeah, basically just been studying, writing songs, living in the 660 flat for 1 year, which was pretty mean. Yeah, that's basically been my life.
That's awesome. I want to do a bit of a shout out to Rebecca Swindells, who's on our Komiti Whakahaere. She will probably not like me for this, but I did ask if she wanted to join the panel. She was happy to be in the background. She works at the Polytechnic, and she was one of the first recipients of a very first mana Pounamu back in the early 2000s. So he mihi nunui kia koe hoki, Rebecca. Would love, I think we need to record your story too and your trajectory, having won mana Pounamu and coming through Otago Polytechnic and now into a leadership role here. So yeah, he mihi nunui kia koe. There she is, right down the back, of course. Kia ora, Rebecca. Ai, paki paki mai. Okay, right. I'm going to steal one of Paul Tremelo's pātai actually and ask this before we go into more some general pātai. And you may as well start us off, Tōmeri, but what do you think, if we project ourselves like 25 years from now, so 50 years of mana Pounamu, what do you reckon it's going to look like?
Honestly, I think there'll be a lot of aspects that are quite similar to now, in that we're celebrating rangatahi Māori, celebrating tauira Māori for all the amazing achievements that that you guys do within schools. Hopefully, looking into a bigger world, into a wider world, into a world that is more acknowledging and accepting of te ao Māori, and just kind of seeing and hearing more about the people that have been through those early 25, or in this case, the question, the 50 years, and just hearing where they've been and kind of seeing how far people can go.
Kia ora, Ella, heo moi mō mana Pounamu.
Yeah, I kind of agree with Tōmeri. I hope it stays the exact same sort of thing. I think it's got the foundation of this today is that we're celebrating being Māori, Māori achievements, rangatahi Māori, everything. I think that's just the core of it all, and it can come in different forms. I hope it gets bigger. Inevitably, it will get bigger. But yeah, I hope that the main kaupapa stays the same, and I know it will. Yeah.
Kia ora. Kaz.
I'm just putting my math brain on. So in 25 years, some of you will be like 46, and you might even be here as parents of new recipients of mana Pounamu, if you want to put yourself in that position. No hurry to have kids and stuff, but yeah, so that's an exciting thing to think about. I've been here for 25 years, and my boys come through, and I don't think it's going to change. I mean, this is something that's so strong now. It's such a strong thread that can cut through all of the political stuff that we have to cut through as Māori day to day and year to year and decade to decade. And that's the beauty of this. So I think it's strong and it's here to stay. Yeah, kia ora.
Thank you. I just want to do a quick, this was a sort of an interesting fact. We were being interviewed just before, after the first ceremony, a few of us, and Whaia Tui Kent was reminiscing on the very first mana Pounamu held in 2001. Now, most of you probably weren't born then, actually, now that I paused for that. But it was held, I think it was held in the Hutton Theatre in the museum. We probably had a dozen schools, and we had one young man stand up and do a haka. That was the only waiata or haka tautoko. So when you look around the auditorium and you see how far we've come, it's just phenomenal. So I think, the next 25 years, we're just going to continue to see it sort of explode, I think, which is super exciting. Right, I've just got some quick fire pātai before we stop to cut the cake. Right, Ella, you've got the mic. Tell us what your superpower is, or how your whānau would describe your superpower.
Sure. Sorry. One person laughing in the back. Yeah, cheers. I think my whānau would say that I'm all over the place, but I think they would also call that my superpower, because there's just so many things that I'm interested in, and that I kind of am so curious all the time about everything that goes on, and te ao Māori and te ao Pākehā, everything. I think that's why my degree has kind of gone all these different directions, and I think that's just helped me kind of grow into the person that I am, because I just, need to know everything, sort of thing.
Love it. Curious. Simon, your superpower?
I'm a really good dad, and I'm a really good artist.
He
Really
so
good.
is. He so is. He's pretty good. He's pretty well known. Tomiri.
Probably my ability to talk kaka. Being serious, just like performance. One of like, even since I was little, singing, performing, that was always how you heard me, and I always have had a big voice, not much of a filter, and so it just, probably my superpower would be just getting people to listen or getting people to hear. But yeah.
Love it. Now, keep the mic. If you could go back in time and give your younger self one piece of advice, what would it be? And would you have listened?
Just one piece?
Just one.
Don't be afraid to try anything and everything. Just any opportunity you can. The worst thing that can happen in that opportunity is it doesn't work out. But if you don't go for it, you're never going to know what could have happened. And would I have listened? Maybe. Probably not, but maybe.
Benefit of hindsight. Rawe. Ella.
I think the first thing that comes to mind for me is just own it, sort of thing. Growing up the way I did, but being blue-eyed, fair, sort of thing, it doesn't take away from your Māori taka. If you know who you are, that's who you are. Kia ora.
Kia ora. Sai, what about you?
Probably follow your passions and be true to that. Find out what makes you happy the most and go down that road. And that's what I've done. Sorry.
Yeah, love it. Okay, hangi, boila, titi, tio, koura, kangapiro, fried bread. What's your favourite kai Māori, Ella?
Titi, all day, all day.
Woohoo, woohoo. Sai?
Oh, I forgot what the choices are now. All of it, yeah.
Tuna, I didn't need tuna in there.
Yeah, tuna, there we go. Thank you.
Hangi, boila, titi, tio, tuna, kauri, kangapiro, fried bread. Favourite kai Māori?
Either hangi or fried bread.
They go together, eh?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Finally, to finish us off, what advice would you give our amazing young whitu marama, our rakatahi Māori, ka rakatira moa pōpō, who are just starting out on their journey?
Oh, you don't ask the small questions, do you?
This is the last one, though.
True. Just karawhiua, give it a go, trust yourself, know yourself, and I think like Ella said, he toto Māori, you are Māori enough. So kia ora.
Love it. Tēnā koe. Ella.
I know it doesn't feel like it right now, but te ao Māori and the opportunities we have as rangatahi Māori are growing. And by the time that we're adults, there's going to be so many more opportunities and a need for us to be in the workforce, carrying our Māori taka, enforcing it, doing it all day long. So I think if I had a bit of advice, it's just, I feel like people said to me, studying Māori, like, oh, what sort of job are you going to get out of that sort of thing? But there is jobs there for us. It's in any job you take. You bring your Māori taka with you. So I would just say own it. And yeah.
Love it. Simon.
Yeah, I'd just like to reiterate what Ella said, really. I mean, there is a huge demand for, things in te ao Māori and through, that discovery and backing, going down that journey, that pathway is really amazing and important. We're looking out for it. There's not enough of us on the ground to be doing all this mahi, and you guys are the next lot to step in there. And also around your your community. You're not there. You're never there alone. And you're part of a bigger thing, and that's really beautiful and amazing.
Thank you. Tēnā koutou. He whitu marama e nei, kei ruka noa atu koutou. Mauri o re te whānau, ho mai te paki mō ka whitu marama nei. And thank you all for being here to listen to our esteemed guest, our whetū marama today, for celebrating our amazing rakatahi, their whānau and our kura in style, and for being champions for and with and of our young people. He rakatahi I naenei, he rakatahi I naenei, he rakatira moa pōpō. I'm actually going to, before we finish up, or aoraki matatu, before we finish up, however, I would like to, and I hope they've had a bit of a heads up about this, we had a small group back in 2000, maybe even 1999, who decided it was time to do something extra special for Taiohi Māori in our Otago schools, many of whom were not recognised, weren't seen and weren't celebrated in those days. And so hence Mana Pounamu was conceived. There were a few people who were involved in that. One was definitely my mum, who cracked the whip. Another was Taua Kyla Russell, who can't be with us today. But we do have, and Tori Campbell, who many of you will know, Whaia Tori. We do have two of other stalwarts there who were there right back in the day, Mr. Ron Bull and Ms. Pearl Matahiki. I would like to call you both up, please, to help cut our cakes. We need two of you. Kia ora, tēnā kōrua. And our Marae Kura Pearl has actually travelled down from Te Tairawhiti for this amazing celebration. I don't know whether to hand the mic to you or not, Ron, but if you could say one sentence, and Whaia Pearl too, one sentence, because we can't give them too much lead. One sentence, please, in terms of Mana Pounamu. You're here we go.
Hey, that sentence, it depends on where you put the punctuation. The sentence can last for ages. But just to clarify one point that Janine brought up, she said that we took the reins and decided to do it. That's not necessarily true, eh? I was in the office one day and Kyla and Janine's mum, Alva, come up and they said, we've got a job for you to do. Said, these Pākehās, I'm quoting what she said so I can say whatever I want because of someone else's words. At the ODT, they celebrate this thing called the Class Act, and there's not enough of our kids in there because the stuff that they do isn't recognised. And it's about time it was recognised. And so she pointed the finger and she said, boy, because 25 years ago I was a boy, she said, boy, do something about that. At that time, comma, no full stop, that was a comma, one sentence. At that time, my grandfather was still alive, my mum was still alive. I had kids, but the way it is now, those two old people are gone, but now I've got two generations after me. So in that period of time, in 25 years, the generations come and the generations go. But the whakapapa of who we are, of who you are, of that ngākau Māori, of that you being you and the strength and the community will live on past the generations. Full stop, one sentence. Kia ora.
Matariki te whetū o arataki e, ka tutuki taku mana wara e. It is Matariki. You are the stars of the future, like the stars of the past 25 years that commenced this in 2000 to acknowledge Alva, to acknowledge the people before you, and to acknowledge the people that will follow you. To all that has passed in the last year, moi mai, moi mai. He maumara ha hau ki te whānau o Pukataraki me te whānau a Roka. Haere, haere, haere atu rā. I actually forgot that it was 25 years, but proud to know that Mana Pounamu still exists and seeing that it has doubled. It's to stand, to be proud, to be who you are, your whakapapa, and to, I think my dream for you in the next 25 years is the next one that's held in 50 years' time would be in Te Reo Māori. Nā te mea, I was looking at a couple and knew the recipients of the first one, who are now in amazing jobs that all of you are going to have in your future, and may you be the stars not only of your whānau, but of your hapu, your iwi and your kura. Rawe atu, te kaupapa.
Tēnā kōrua. You know you're not getting married. But we're going to cut the cake. And I guess we sing Hari Huri Kato, maybe? Hari Huri Tau Kia Koe, Hari Huri Tau Kia Koe, Hari Huri Tau Kia Mana Pounamu, Hari Huri Tau Kia Koe. Woohoo! Kia ora. Kia ora tātou. I don't know who to hand the mic to now, but I think that's kind of us here in the hub. We want you to very carefully make your way over to the Dunedin College of Education auditorium using either this door or the back door. Head out and across the crossing, please, and you'll have people there to direct you into your seats and things as well. Nō reira e te whare, tēnā koutou, tēnā tātou, mana watia a matariki.